Hi everyone. Let's wait for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, please like the live and new to the channel, then please subscribe. Is anyone there in live? Let us see for 2 minutes and then I will start. Okay. Let me start. It's almost it's 3:30. So before going to the video, just I want to say this is not a some tutorial or complete secret. This is just my personal learning journey. So if you have interest, you can be there. But just to inform you that this will be very slow pace. It will be not be a fast pace. So I will be seeing my handwritten notebook, and then I will be writing in this Google Docs. So it will be time taking. Even I can't show you the handwritten notebook because the handwriting is very bad. So that way it is very slow pace. It's your wish if you want to see the live stream. Thank you. So let us begin. So from the last session up to chapter 11, assignment statements operators in C performed. Uh, so let us start with. So in this we discussed in chapter 11 what are assignment statements and what is the expression. And then different types of operator, arithmetic operator, relational operator, and logical operator. And we started with arithmetic operator, and we saw the precedent. So first will be high priority to parentheses, and then unary minus, and then multiplication, addition, and model. I mean multiplication, division, and modulus, and then addition and subtraction. So if multiplication and division has their same power, so we have to take from left to right. So if division comes first, then we have to do division, or else we have to do the multiplication. So let me start with chapter 12, sorry. What is chapter 12? So chapter 12 is arithmetic, arithmetic expressions, and relational expressions. So make it bold. Hmm. Let me read my handwritten notebook and then I will write here. First let me check with statements and expression. In a, just not I forgot what does it mean. So let me check with category. What is the difference between statement and expression? Therefore, an expression is something that produces a value, where a statement is something that performs. Expression can be evaluated to a value. 5x plus y equals 3 plus 10. X is equal to 5 function. Each of these yields a value. Okay. Here an assignment is an expression. Okay. So X is equal to 5. This is the whole statement. A statement is a complete instruction that the program executes. Declaration statement, expression statement, if statement, while statement, with these all while statement to return statement. Usually end with a semicolon or consist of control statements like with while or again. An expression can become a statement by adding a semicolon. So this is a expression statement. This is an expression and this is the expression statement. So produces a value, performs an action, can be part of a larger expression, cannot be used as part of another expression. Example, if x equal to get car not equal to your printf and this u slash n comma x. So x is equal to get car is an expression because it returns the assigned value, and even this is a expression. So this is a sub expression. So if in the bracket is a statement. Now let me ask this one. Yes. So int x is equal to 5. Declaration statement and x is 5 is initialized first. Now let's see this one. produces a value, performs an action, cannot be part of larger expression. Okay, so expression I think that produces a value, where a statement is sufficient that performs an action. Yeah, this is an exception. Sorry. Mhm. Let me add this here. Uh, so I think now I got an expression. It's nothing but that produce some value. You have operator and operand. So that is ability to produce a value. There is a statement is that something performs an action. You can say full length complete. Yeah, you can say it is a complete instruction that the program executes. Let me add that here. So what is this statement? The statement is a complete instruction that performs that the program executes. So expression is a combination of one of operands, one or more operands, and the operator that is available to produce a value. So operators in expressions can be divided into three types: arithmetic operators, simulation operators, logical operators. We completed the arithmetic operators. So, so when we perform arithmetic expressions, uh, so by now we can understand arithmetic expression means the operator will be multiplication will be in this five operators: addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and modulus. So, so when the operator is using arithmetic operators, then the expression is called arithmetic expression. So let's check just what I said is correct or not. Yeah, that uses arithmetic operators to perform mathematical action and produce a value. Let me take this statement. Yeah, in here in result is equal 10 plus 2 plus star 2. This is called the arithmetic expression. So let's so for example, if we say a let us take the rate of b. So a comma b are operators here, and at the rate is arithmetic. Sorry, a and b are operands, and at the rate of so is arithmetic operators. They can be like plus, division, subtraction, sorry, subtraction and modulus operators. If we do like based on the output which you get, so we'll get some output, right? A star B, the value will be produced. So depending on that, uh, what we call let's see different types of arithmetic expression. So first one is integer arithmetic. So integer arithmetic is nothing but produces value integer. So so that means operands are already, don't think so. Let me check it. Yeah, so sometimes type conversions will be there. So if we take in that account, then this not be yes to this question. So that's the type of operations and results can be sometimes be more nuanced. So we can say integer arithmetic are which produces value integer, and real arithmetic which produces floating point value. In here 5.5 so plus 3.0 to 8.0, and third one is the mixed type. So so one of the operand will be one of the operand will be integer, another will be will be will be real or float value. So this type of expression will be mixed mode arithmetic expression. So the output value will be floating point only. Let me take the GDP compiler and rate that those be 10/2. Let's see what will be the value. Step 5, let me put here 2.0, input F, step 5 and O, factory heuristic modulus. Uh, I think modulus operation can't be used with floating point values. Yes, modulus we have to write the point. Uh, Note modulus operator cannot be used with real operands. Let us confirm this statement is true or not. True or not. Yeah, we can't do with floating point values. Let me bold it one. So we discussed this assignment operator, right? Before that assignment sheet. So when performing arithmetic, uh, like so here I have to mention the problem of value assignment. So variable is equal to expression value. So or variable one is equal to variable 2. So the data type of RHS should be compatible with LHS. So let us ask ChatGPT again for examples. Really good examples. See, yeah, same data type compared with so integer x we give and we assign 10 to the x and 10 is integer. So this is a compatible. Let's take expression statement. Yeah, this is also like this expression 10 plus 20 is giving 30, which is also a integer. So this is also compatible. So variable to variable. So x is equal to 10 and int y. So these are both are integers numbers. So these are also compatible. Now let's see uh, different variables data types. We'll see. So int x is equal to w is 10.5. So w is converted into int. So x is 10. Yeah. So this depends on compiler because sometimes it may give error or sometimes it will round up to 10 and it will give x is equal to 10. Yeah, so this is a pointer which we'll be discussing later chapter. So index is equal to character p. So this is not at all compatible. So no, this can't be. So here this is an optional which some compilers will be rounding up or some compilers will give error. So these are some good examples given by ChatGPT. Sometimes you give let me write here. For example, if you take this online compiler GDB, it printf. So let's take some index and the character is equal to B here. So character should be single quoted. So now I do x is equal to C in the printf percentage D comma X. Yeah, is here right? 98 is because ASCII value of B is 98. So sometimes even these are both are different compatibles. These are X is I mean both are different X and here both are different data, right? But still X is taking the C value and converting it to the integer. So this type of conversion because we are changing compiler is itself changing the C from B to its ASCII value 98. So small b in ASCII value will be 98. So X is it is assigning to X 98 value. So this type of conversion is called implicit conversion. So generally, if we are dealing with different variables with different data types, so please use to use typecasting. So use use typecasting. So let's take in this example. Right, let's write typecasting here. In, let's run. Yeah. So typecasting. So here we saw like One is autumn without writing this int, it is still giving the value. So that type of is called implicit type casting. And if we give this int, we are telling explicitly to change it to integers. So this is explicit type conversion. So, type casting are two types. One is type casting. Second one is explicit type casting. Now let's so this is the syntax. Let me copy this one. Typecasting syntax integer to float. Yeah, integer division. I think this one we take int x comma y and let x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 2. We do x by y. Let's take printf parentheses d comma x comma y. Even if I put up like you see here when I put float x by y, so both are integers, right? So the outcome will be integer only. So, but if I wrote here f, so it is not changing explicitly. We take with we will taking into the variable also x divided by y. Let me put here that is still giving 0.00. Let's ask why like this is happening. Yeah, if you want to, so if you want a float value, you have to put float here. Even if you put float c is equal to percentage f, it is giving 0. Okay. I think I confused myself. Just leave it. I think I confused myself. That's all. So I said relation expressions also we will be discussing. That is not the nothing but expression that uses relation operators. So let us see what are the relation operators. Okay, so relation operators are operators used to compare two values or expressions. So it is like a greater than b. So expression you want, then plus b greater than a plus b greater than c plus c minus d. A plus b is the expression and then c minus d is the expression. So let's see the operators. So the first one will be operators relational expressions on less than symbol. The second one is the greater than symbol. The other one is less than or equal to symbol. And greater than or equal to symbol. Is equal to and not equal to. So if, I think most of them, this four operators will uh, we know about it. We studied in elementary school, so I will not discuss. Equal to operator. I think it we this is not that equal to operator. The single equal to operator. This is a double equal to operator. So it is like comparing uh, two variables. So if the value are same or not. And a not equal to operator, that is opposite. It is comparing that those two variables are not equal. I think uh, as going we will get good understanding about this 15 6 operators. So so these operators returns true or false. So when we are writing if else conditions, so if a is greater than b, so a greater than b is true, then it will return a true value. So if it is true, then it will execute the if block of code. Yeah. If not, that is not true. A greater b is not greater than true, then it will execute the else part. So we have discussed two expressions, right? Arithmetic expressions and uh, relational expressions. So when I say a plus b greater than a plus b greater than c minus d, okay. So So we have here uh, a plus b comma c minus d arithmetic expression, and a plus b is greater than c minus d. This whole, if you take, is a relation expression. So as I said, relation expressions like compare two values or two other expressions. Two other expressions. So what to calculate first? So you can first do b greater than c and return a true value, and then a plus or true minus d. So it is wrong. So first we will calculate. First we calculate the arithmetic expression. Then we will calculate. Then we will calculate the relational. So this completes the chapter 12, arithmetic expressions and relational expressions. So let me start with chapter 13. If anyone is watching this live, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Logical operators and change in control flow. Let me put in another page. So let me read the handwritten notebook, handwritten notes, and then will then I will discuss the docs. So please wait. So let us understand this chapter 13, starting with the logical operators. So, what are logical operators? Let me see in the Google. So let me take this uh, good definition. So logical operators are used to combine or invert multiple conditions. So yeah, like allowing a program to make decisions and control the execution flow inside loops and the condition statements. So that's why this chapter 13 is named after logical operation change in control flow. The change in control is nothing but if else statements and switch and while the will be there. So logical operators like sometimes you want like A should be greater than B, but also B should be greater than C. So let's say like let me put it in perfect problem statement. So let's say three numbers are given and you have to tell these are in descending order. So descending order means A greater than B greater than C. So if I write a pseudo code here, first you tell A greater than B is true, then check for B greater than C. So then if, if A greater than, if A greater than B, then inside of it. Then what will check if B greater than C is true or not. If it is true, then it is in descending order. B greater than C is false, then it is not in descending order. If A less than B, A greater than B is false, then it is not in, then it is not in descending order. So when this is the statement, right? So stop here. We have to say. So after that, after stop here, you will not be doing this second one because we don't need the second one. So if A greater than B is true, then why you have to go with this. So we'll be going and we'll be ending in these two options, A or B. So like this, that's why I wrote here stop here. If I don't write stop here, then after ending here, this will going into this code and running and then again printing is not descending up. So it is not providing correct pseudocode, correct algorithm. It has so much ambiguous. So if I say stop here, then the code will be stop here. So this is the checking point here. If once it is gone into the checking point, will not go into the other checking point. That's what I want to say. So this type of problems will be get. So instead of I can write in another way also. So A greater than B and B greater than C is true. So both should be true. So B greater than C should be true and A greater than B also should be true. So then these are in descending order. So what we say we are using. So these are two conditions: A greater than B greater than, and we are making into one condition. So this is true. This is true. Then this whole statement is true. So that is what we are saying. Combine or invert multiple conditions. Invert is nothing but uh, this will be of this negotiation will be coming. So sometimes even this B greater than C is let's say if we use like this, okay, B less than C, and we negotiate it. This is called the inversion. So this is nothing but B greater than C. So you can say B greater than C is equal to first we'll make B less than C. So if it is true, then the output will be false. If this is false, the output will be true. So that is what invert multiple conditions. So we are taking conditions and we are multiplying. So allow a program to make decisions and control execution flow inside loops and condition statements. So these logical operators are will be using to change the control flow. So sometimes the code will be uh, the code will be 1 to 17. I mean like 12 to 17. Sometimes you don't want to execute 13 and 14. You want to start from 15 if the condition is not allowed. So like this, we carry out the simple pseudocode, right? A greater than B is true, then I don't want to run this A greater than B is false. So it is not in a linear form. So if this is false, then I want to go to the second statement and run this one. We are skipping these lines. So that is what it means change in control flow. Okay, so this is what logical operators. Let me remove this one. So mainly we have we have three logical operators. First one is logical and the second one is logical OR. This one is binary negation. So let me explain what is this n logical AND means. So it is nothing but if I take A and put it A and B, let A comma B are two logical two conditions. So if the statement A and B Sorry, let me write here. This also returns true or false. And like relational operators, it will also return true or false, but it will combine multiple conditions. So if I say A, B, A and B, is I think we take this example, A greater than B and B greater than C. So if this whole statement to be true, then A greater than B should be true and B greater than C. Okay, you got it right? So both of the expressions are true, relational expressions are true, then only we can say this whole expression is true. So let's here one of the important point is if A greater than B is true, sorry, is false, then it will not execute B greater than C. Okay, you have to write this point here. Both A greater than B and B greater than C returns true, then whole logical the whole statement is true. Even one of them is false, then it will return false. So if A greater than B is false, then it will not check B greater than C. It will directly return the false. If A greater than is true, then it will check for B greater than C is true or not. If it is true, then result will then returns true or else false. So this is what and means A greater than B and B greater than should be true, right? So logical operator any one should be true. Let me take this one. That will be if one of the A greater than B or B greater than C returns true, then the whole statement is true. This whole statement. You put it in bracket. Let me put it in brackets. So yeah. So then the whole thing, if one of them is both are false, then only it returns false. So if A greater than one of them, like A greater than B should be true, then it will be true. If B greater than is true, then it will be true. If both are true, again it will return true. But both of them false, then it will return false. So if A greater than B is true, then like is logical and if this is true, then it directly returns the true. It will not check for the B greater than. So if it is false, then it will check for bigger. If it is true or not, it is true, then return true or else simple one. So the union negation is nothing but it will return object. So say A is equal to 10, A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 5. So A greater than B will return true. So if I put negation between these two, then it will be false. So it will make true as false as true. So that's what negation means. So this is what the logical operator. So, so changing control flow, which I control flow. So this is nothing but when we write code, a simple code will be like 12, 13, 14, 15. It will execute by line. But this engine control flow means so at 14 it may run this. Let me take this system. So they say route 13 due to some conditions or due to some statements, it may go to 15th line and execute. So it will not execute the 14th. So this is called the change of flow. So in change of flow, we will mostly to change this flow, we will mostly use logical operator. But first we will see some which statements causes this change of. First one is control statements. So this will be like I think earlier we saw. So this is like cells and switch and loops. So I think in Flowchart, I guess we saw this one. We saw this one. Let us check. Yeah, decision flow we saw it. So if yes, it will go in another route, and if it is no, it will go in another route. So that is what control statements. So if it checks the logic is correct, then it will execute that code and leave the another flow of code. So loops are nothing but until sometimes you want to perform a printf statement 100 times. So you can't write 100 times, right? So we'll use loops. So it will execute the again and again until the termination occurs, termination condition occurs. So if you want to go to another line in loops, so it will execute until the termination condition is over for loop, sometime 100 times, 1000 times, and then here it should go to the another line. So you are changing the flow. You are not after 13, you are not getting 14 until the loop is over. So that's all for the chapter 13. So let's take 10 minutes break, 15 minutes break. Yeah, the break is over, guys. Let's uh, let's go into the chapter 14. Uh, just checking what normally is here. Okay, let's go into the chapter 14. So, use of logical operators in conditional statements. So, let me give my handwritten notebook and then we will discuss it. So, let me copy this one. Uh, as for it is written this one and the pasting is very easy, right? So let me read it. So here we'll be discussing the two concepts. Maybe I think it should be in use of logical operators in control of change of control flow. Change of control flow. That will be a good heading. So let me change it in my handwritten notebook also. So first we will discuss on branching. So this is nothing but these concepts allow different sets of instructions to be executed depending on the outcome of the flow. Sorry, depending on outcome of a logical test, so condition or test. So this is called branching. So it is like I have some logical. If it is true, uh, then I will allow these instructions to execute. If it is false, then I will not. Or vice versa. Like that based on the outcome, you will decide that instructions are to be executed or not. Sometimes it is true, then I will execute. If it is false, I will not. If it is false, then I will execute it. If it is true, then I will not execute it. Like this. So looping. So next one concept is looping. So this this allows some set of instructions to be executed repeatedly. So sometimes you want to execute that set of instructions again and again. So this concept is called looping until it satisfies the logical condition. So until it satisfies the logical condition, it will be repeatedly executing that same set of instructions. So looping means for and while loop will be used, and branching means if equals condition will be used. So let me check if I am back or not. Yeah, yes, I am back. Sorry, I lost my internet connection. Now it's back. So let's continue this. So we discussed about branching and looping. So branching is like based on this logical test, I will allow this instruction to be executed or not. And the looping is I want this some set of instructions to be executed repeatedly until it satisfies the logical condition. So so these logical conditions can be in, can be written in, can be specified in relational operator, string operator, logical operator. The logical operators and uh, yeah, so these conditions evaluate evaluate to 0 or false or non-zero true. So in C, if we write 0, it will be given as false. Uh, so that's why these are interchangeable. So if it is non-zero, then it will be true. So first we will check in the branching if statement. So so in if statement, if the condition is true or false, if the condition is true, then the set of instructions will be executed. If it is false, we will not execute it. So it's like a single entry, single exit structure. So once you come, we'll execute it. You will go. It's not a looping, or you will have a second branch. If it is not, then go to other code. It will be not like that. So general syntax will be if condition and here compound statement. So if this is this always should be true. If this if it is true only, it will execute this one. I think somewhere I said if it is true or false. If it's false, like that I said something earlier, something wrong. But this is the correct. So this condition always to be true. Then only it will execute this underlying statement, or else it will not. Okay. So we'll keep this in mind. Okay. So there is an easy technique. So this curly brace is only one single line. Then you can write like this: condition statement. So let me show you. So let's say if so a is greater than 10, then print hello. Okay. So if a is greater than 10, so let's first declare a. Let the value will be 20. So if greater than 10, and we will write printf hello. So let's execute it. So this semicolon I forgot. Yeah, this is how I printed. Let's say if it is some 6, then it will be nothing is printed. So this code is skipped because the condition is not satisfied yet. So this is how the if statement will work. So I said another shortcut is there. So this is only one statement, right? So printf hello. If you end it like this, then also it will work. So this is the way of writing. If only this is only single line, okay. You can't write with if you have more lines, you can't write this way. This only works for the single line. So sometimes if this if statement does not work, you want to check some other statement. You want to execute some other code. Like if there is a if we get a requirement like this, if age is greater than 80, your measure, and if it is not, then it should print as minor. Then so we'll write age greater than 18 here in this condition. If it is not, then we'll use else condition, and we'll write it is not uh, you're a minor. So let's go into another one, branching if else concept, if else statement. So the syntax is if condition, if condition, then the curly braces, and write your statements. Uh, Statements will be there, and then else nothing to open a bracket and write a condition else. So if fails, then else it will be going. So like this. So let's write a code. First we'll check if we can write like this or not. Make a greater than 10. So let's run this one. Semicolon. Hello, okay, this coming great. 0 will take 1. Yeah. If it is again one line code, you can write like this. Uh, so generally you will write so many big line of code, right? So it will be looking like this. So, print of so this is our right. So if this logical condition is true, then it will execute this one. It will not execute this line. This is not true, then it will execute this line. Statements. So this is about So next one in this only will learn of nesting of if else statements, structures you can say. My handwritten book is not giving that much clarity, so let me ask ChatGPT. Okay, so writing if else condition again, if else condition one of this if block or yeah. So here they took the water example. So if we are greater than 18, we are doing the first time eligible and first time order. That's something. If not, they're not a first time order. So else part if you are less than 18, you are not eligible to vote. So this is called nesting if else condition. Okay, writing if else condition na na again in if else condition if or else part. I think this is a good example. Indeed. I think one or more if else statements inside another if or else. Just I'm reading my notebook. So 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 as we are nesting this much, we saw like we don't need to write this curly braces if it's a single line statement, right? So then there can be a condition of else on. So let me take from ChatGPT one good example. So we may do the example for this one. So this is called dangling as problem in C. Okay, we have to remember this one. Let me write in my handwritten notebook also. Yeah, the best example here. So let me take this code. So this here, if x greater than equal to 5, so this else part is not this of this if part. This else part is this if part. So yeah, so let us take this example and try to run this one. Yeah, sorry for turning off the mic. So this is a statement. See, we can it is running properly also. So let us take this one. Let me take this one. This is there. And there are multiple extraction without braces and also with near. So this is called dangling else problem in C. So let us take example. Implicit here. And, the else part belongs to if x greater than 8, not x greater than 5. So this is the with the curly braces you will get a good idea. So I think I have to put here if else structures on a grid because now I will be talking on if else statements. So if else statements. So generally like uh, for example if we take age if it is less than 10 then they are kids I mean, sorry, like I think it is 12. Um, sorry, again, turning off my mic. Less than or equal, then they are kids. Age, if it is between 13 to 19, they are they are teenagers. Age, if it is above 19, let's say adults. So if we want to write this in code format, so we'll write if age is greater than or if age is greater than equal to 12 and like up to 19, and we'll open a bracket, and again if age is less than or equal to 12, then we'll write that you are a kid. You are a kid. Else, I think better I will read in compiler and then I will paste it in the code. Let's make it beautiful. Uh, yeah, I think it got stuck. Let me reload it. Let me paste it here. If, if, if then I'll print or else you'll print else end of your adult, you are teenagers. Okay, I think controller. Hmm, it's not coming. Yes, let me do it manually. Why again it got stuck? I don't know what is happening. Let me close it and open again. GDB compiler. Uh, is anyone seeing my stream? I think no viewers. Three, zero. I think it is loading. That's why it is not running. So let me explain my code once again. So first we are checking if age is greater than sorry less than or equal to 19. So then we are categorizing like he is a kid or teenager. So if it is less than 12, then you are a kid. You are saying. If not, then you will lies between 13 to 19. So you will be teenagers. So if you are not less than or equal to 19, then else code is telling you are adult. Yeah, we got it. Oh, sorry. I think I didn't. Yeah, I keep on forgetting my semicolons because I I become more comfort with the Python. In Python, you will be more focusing on indentation than putting a semicolon. Yeah. So if we say 34, it is directly printing adult. So the logic is great, but you see, you are nesting else. So there is another method also. If else we can use else if. So instead of let me first copy this one and paste it in our thing, and we can use else if, sorry, equal statements. I mean else if we can use else if statement. So now what we'll do is, so we took we'll take less than or equal to 12, and then you will just we will print kid. Let us copy this one. Let's make it beautify. So if it is less than 12, you're a kid, but if you are between 13 to 19, you should be called as teenager, right? So what we can do is else if, and you can open brackets for writing the logic. So age is greater than or equal to 13, and age is less than or equal to 19, then you are a teenager. So if you write teenage is 15, yeah, you are a teenager. So this is the else of condition used. So first it will check if condition. If it is false, then it will check else if condition. If this is false, again it will just directly print your adult. So this is the if else one of the part else if, which I forgot to explain in this if else part. Okay, it's okay. Hmm. Yeah, just I want to discuss this. Now we learned about the if statements. Let's discuss on this the this equality symbol and this assignment operator. Equality operator is a relational operator. This comes under relational operator, and this is the assignment operator. Assignment operator. I'm checking a minute. Assignment operator and this is the equality operator. Yes, correct. So let's take one simple example here. So to understand this both, so let me take int x is equal to 5, and I want to check if x is equal to, like, if x is equals to 6, then I want to print it as yeah, x is 6. So let's write logical condition after this one. So printf yes, x is 6. So else printf x is not equal to 6. X is not 6. So now it is 5. So we'll check with this operator. We'll not check with this operator. We'll check with this operator to check if x is equal to 6. So if you check with this operator, sorry, I forgot again this semicolon. Yeah, again, yeah, x is not 6. If I put 6 here and if I check, it is giving s x is 6. So let me check. Let me rewrite the 7 and let's use this operator uh, x is equal to 6. So now if I run, it will not give s x is not 6. We will first will run and we will check. So why it is giving x is 6? So it's lies because this is in syntaxically, in like in syntax it is correct, but in logical ways it is not correct. So if I give x is equal to 6, so this is the assignment operator. So what will happen? It will equate the x to 6. If you don't believe me, let's print this x also. Sorry again. Yeah, you can see here, right? It is equating 6 because this is the assignment operator. What does the assignment operator do? It will take the value from the RHS and equate to the LHS side. So that is what it do. It became x is equal to 6. Okay, then how it is going inside this? So in generally, in if statements, by here I wrote one point here. Where? Yeah, if you see there, these conditions evaluate to 0 slash false or non-zero or true. So if it is 0, it is always be a false. So if you write, let me show you one another example also. So if I put 0 here, there, so and if I put x is equal to 6 here, so it will be printing this else part. So it 0 means in if part, 0 means it is false. Okay. So if false is, you can write here false also. So yeah, I think okay. Yeah, FLAC. False is a keyboard in C. False or 0 if you write in if condition, then it represents false. Okay. So here what is happening is, when I wrote x is equal to 6, it's not using this equal to operator but assignment operator. So x becomes 6, which is greater than 0. So it's a non-zero. So it will be a true, and it will be executing this line. So syntactically it is correct, but logically it is wrong. So this is the difference between the equality operator and this assignment operator. If I give equality operator, it will print the else part. See? So I hope you understand this part. So this one will check the this one will check the RHS side is equal to LHS side, returns a bool value. So boolean value also. Boolean value. So boolean is nothing but uh, true or false. This one will change the LHS value to the RHS value. So this is like it will throw true or false, but this will change the variable value. So that is what the difference between this equal to operator and assignment operator. So this is not related to uh, chapter 14 heading. It will not, but how I discuss is double equal to and equal dangerous. There is another thing also, post increment and pre increment. Post increment and slash decrement, and pre increment slash decrement. I think someone came into the stream. If you're audible, can you say hi in the chat, live chat? I'm speaking myself very long time. So let me explain it example. So, let me take this example only, but before that, post increments. Let me tell what is a post increment and pre increment. So first of all, increment means two plus signs, and decrement means minus sign, two minus signs. So so let's see the first post increment. let me tell what is the post and declaring command first. If you take a variable x, so if you write x plus plus, this is called post increment. So after variable you will write increment operator. This is called uh, post increment, and same x minus post decrement. If you write a variable x before the variable, this is called pre increment, and similarly x pre decrement. So if you take the variable as a position, fixed position, if you write after that plus or minuses, then it is called post. If you write before it, it is called pre. That's all. It's a simple one. So let's see the post increment. So what it does mean. Plus means nothing but increment the value to 1. So what does it mean? It's nothing but x is equal to x plus 1. Yeah, these both are same. Just it's a shortcut form. X is equal to x plus 1 is a very shortcut form, which we can write in shortcut form x plus plus. So similarly x minus x minus decrement the value to 1. So this is nothing equal to x minus x minus 1. So how post increment or decrement works? So better to understand how it works, let, let me write some small code here. Int x is equal to x plus plus, and right here int x is equal to at the just leave it this one. Let me write int x is equal to 5. Okay, so what happens here exactly? So let me remove this one. Int is equal to 5. Printf percentage d comma x plus plus. If I write, the output will be let me write here x plus plus and print the value. Then it will be you get a good understanding. The cursor semicolons. Yeah, you see here we are getting this as expected. Let me write the pre-increment. Yeah, it is using 6. So you may argue with me that both are same, but actually these both are not same. This example tells how it works. And, now we'll get why it is called post increment and why it is called pre-increment. So when I write I take int x is equal to 5, int y is equal to x plus plus, what does it mean is first initialize y is equal to x, then increment the x plus plus. That is what it means a post increment. So the value of y will be 5 only, but x will change to 6. So first we got first y took the value of x, which is equal to 5, then x is increment to 1. So let's take int x is equal to 5, and then write int y is equal to plus x. So now the y, so pre-increment means first do the increment and then initialize the value to y. So y is equal to 6 here, and x is also equal to 6 here. So let's run here. So we change this one. Int y is equal to, let's so first see the pre-increment. So x will be 6 and y will be 6. Let's right here int percentage d. So sorry, y is equal to x is equal to y comma x. Yeah, you can see here, right? 6 in 6 it can. Now let's see uh, post increment. So y will be still 5, but x will be 6. Same you can apply for decrement as well. The same logic, just it's decrement to 1. So I hope you got the post increment and pre increment here. Now let's go to another branching concept, which is we can say replacement to if else statement, but it's not that much popular. Switch statements it is called. So chapter 15. Chapter 15, switch statements. So this also comes under branching. Mm, Let me read my handwritten notebook and then we'll discuss here. I think we'll name it as switch statement, and we'll discuss ternary operator also. So, so first let's discuss what is a ternary operator. I'm just reading the notebook again once for the clarity. So ternary operator, uh, it will be syntax will be there will be a variable and this is a conditional expression. So it will be a condition which will throw true or false, and this is the expression one. And this will be a colon, yeah, and this will be a expression two. So if conditional expression is true, then I will use the expression one, or else expression two. This is what it means. It is a simple if else statement compressed into this ternary operator question mark. If it's true, go with expression one. If it's false, go with expression two. That is what it means. So let's write a simple code saying what we took here. Int age is there, right? Let's take that example. Int age is equal to, so we will take. So this is we will writing. So what we will write here? Hmm, so let's take age is greater than 18, and let's put like this. If age is greater than 18, if it is true, like you can vote, or else you can say you can't vote. Let's take like this. Let's see if I run anything will happen. Yes, it will happen. Out. Semicolons are not there. It's not happening anything. Let me write here the printf statement. So let's run. Yeah, you can't vote. We take 21 and you can vote. It's a simple if else statement, but it's shortcut form. It's a shortcut form here. So let's so ternary is completed. So yeah, just before going to this, uh, let's this increment operators, increment or decrement operators. We will try to do this question. So let's say x is equal to x right int x is equal int x and a equal to some 10. Okay, so I will write here int x is equal to a plus plus minus plus plus b. So let's calculate this one. Let's ask ChatGPT here. What does it give the output here? Yeah, this is a undefined behavior. No predictable value for x. Predictable value for x. Y. So a plus plus. So that answers the question. It is it is unpredictable. Let's ask for some deeper explanation. So this is which operand should be evaluated first. Okay. So this is the main cause. So there are two modifications of a plus plus uses a then increments it plus plus a increments a then uses it. So the problem is that both to modify a without a sequence point between them. For example, if a is equal to 5, you might imagine if a plus plus happens first, and 5 becomes 6, that's correct. Then plus plus a becomes 7, 5 minus 1 minus 2, but C does not get into that order. The language says this situation results in undefined behavior. So don't try to calculate x as means 2 or any other feature. Key rule: if a variable is modified more than once in an expression without proper sequence, the behavior can be undefined. Let's ask the question why they are called undefined. Just know how you calculated the minus 2, that's equal to minus 2 answer. Wait can't why C compiler can't calculate this way. Oh, uh, chat paused until user reaches the weak one. You are reaching me. Start a new chat only or update to continue. Oh, we'll wait for 2 hours here. Uh, so let me target for the new one. What does it give output here? So a plus is j first then increment plus plus j increment a first then use it. The problem is that a is being modified by using the same expression. So a plus plus modifies a plus plus a modifies a. Get point. So if a variable is modified more than once between sequence points, that proper sequencing, the behavior is undefined. Okay, let's check it if it is true or not. Do equal to 10. Yeah, it isn't defined. So, so it is like a rule. There are no proper underlying explanation. Rule because he doesn't get the order. Certain parts of an expression are so the evaluated. So operations involving a plus plus read a then modify a then read a. read A, then modify A. Oh, okay. So the problem lies in which one to calculate, A plus plus or plus plus A. So that is what the confusion is. So this is a undefined behavior. So let's write it here. This will not give any output value to x because he doesn't he does not know which one to calculate first, A plus plus or A minus minus. Sorry, I mean plus plus A. So I think the sleepers. So okay, so okay, got it. So the best example is right in mathematical way of doing the solving. So if we write A plus 1, then write x is equal to A minus let this be A dash, and write sorry yeah, A dash minus A. Then again so I'm trying to solve this from left to right in mathematical way on the paper, not in C, a mathematical way. So A dash is equal to A plus 1, x is equal to A dash minus A. So A dash is okay, this is the post, right? So what we can write here, A plus plus minus A plus plus A. So plus plus A is like first do the increment operator, yeah. So so, so let's first do this one, taking this one. So first mm, yeah, first increment it and then do x is equal to x minus a. This one here, this is what I am trying to do here. So first you want to do the increment operator, my post operator, and then do the required thing, or you want to do the pre-increment operator and then do the post increment. So So for the post increment, how it will be like first I think what this one they calculated, right? First they have to let me ask. Yeah, first we'll write the plus plus a, and then we'll write x a plus plus. So let's write both these codes and see the value. I think I'm getting confused here in this part. Want to end this frame. So let me complete this one and the screen, and later I will start with the switch statements. So what should be the output? So A, we are giving A first here. So X is 10, then A will be 11. This will be 12. 10 minus 12, then it is the minus 2 here. And this is so let me comment it out here. X is equal to A plus plus minus plus plus A. So first do A plus plus here, then plus plus A, then calculate X. So when I write the A plus plus, so let me equal to this one, A1 is equal to, then here we will equal to A2 is equal to. I think let me use multi-line comment. Is equal to A plus plus, and here then, so it will be X is equal to A1, and then we will do A2. So let's write the values of here. So when we do it, then here A1 will be equal to what? 11. Then A2 will be equal to 12. So here we are nothing, we are doing 11. So sorry, I think this is A only, right? So because this is a post increment, not a pre increment. So first it will be A, then it will be calculating with the A1. So it is like a thing like this. First it will be A here, then A will be incremented, and with post increment, then it will be incremented with the pre increment. So when pre increment, it should be increment, then the A should be thrown. But post increment first should throw the A, then increment the one. So it will be minus 12. So that's why it is giving the answer minus 2. Yeah, now I got it. So here first we want to first we gave the rule A plus plus to be done. So when A plus plus is done, so here the A will be there. Once the A is written, then plus plus. So here there will be the 10. Then it will do plus plus. So it will be 11. and then it will go minus, and then it will be plus plus a. So it's a post increment. So a is 11, so it will be 12. So 10 minus 12 is minus 2. If I want to do this one first, okay. So what will happen? So plus plus a. So plus plus a means, so it 10. It will throw 11 here value, and then it will be the a also will be 11. So let's write that one also here. Let me take this one and we duplicate and write in another thing. Index comma a is equal to 10. Okay. So I want so x is equal to a plus plus minus plus plus a. I want plus plus a to be calculated first. So what will happen in plus plus a means uh, it will throw value 11. So at this point it will be x is equal to a plus plus minus 11. So now we will do a plus plus. So it throws 10. So x will be 10 for a. So at the time it will be 11 minus 11. So and then a will be incremented to 12. So now x is equal to 0 and a is 12. So that's why they gave the freedom. They didn't specifically wrote which should be higher. So now the code will be looking like this. O plus plus a x is equal to a, sorry, I mean x is equal to a first thing, and then we'll do a plus plus. Then I will write x is equal to x minus a. Sorry, first we will plus plus here. So x is equal to a and then a plus plus. Now if you print percentage d comma x, let's see what will be the value here. The curse of semicolon again, man. Sorry, it got minus 1. So here we took 10. Okay, let's take this a1 is equal to a. And we put a. Sorry, I think I'm confusing myself. Let me reread the. So first plus plus a. I want a plus plus to be calculated. It will throw value 11. And then it will be x is equal to a plus plus minus 11. So now we will do 11 minus 1. A will be incremented to 12. X is equal to 0 and a is 12. That's what they are expecting, right? Minus 2. Let's write. Yeah. So let's do first plus a, and then write x equal to a minus j. Yeah, that's what it means. So it will be a plus plus. So to print percentage d comma x semicolon. What is that in here? So sorry, printf, right? So printf, yeah, it is 0. So let's view the plus 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 a. If a plus plus is calculated first, then then x is equal to minus 2. If plus plus a is calculated, then x is equal to 0. This is it. That's it. Our logic. Yeah, our calculation is right. Yes. If you are still confused, you can write like this: a plus a, and run it minus. So first you will be taking the x is equal to a, then you will be incrementing, again incrementing. So then you will do it. So this is the freedom of choice the developer to deal with, because both the cases are right. There is no wrong rule at all. Because plus plus a is nothing but a is equal to a plus 1, right? So you want a is equal to a plus 1, or first throw the a and do the a plus 1, or first to do the a plus 1 and then throw the a. So both make sense. So that's why it is given as a freedom, not a compiler suits. So that's what I understood. If anything is wrong, please comment it out. If you don't get it, just rewatch it again, or go to the chat GPT and ask your question. But this is one of good. This makes brain sharper. This type of activities. So I think I have to do this question. I think I have to make uh, this video. I think uh, I'll make it a separate video for this one. So it will be a good funny activity, I can say. So I think I have to put in debug this series. Yeah, so this is about ternary operator and this special undefined problem. So let's this statement. So I will be discussing in next slide. I think today I will put it again once again. I will conduct a live again. I just don't know if I want to continue in this one or not. Already 6:30 p.m. IST. So I think I will conduct in second part, because it's already like we has gotten 3 hours 15 minutes. So if anyone want to recap the 3 hours, it will be a very good thing. But If it lasts for 9 hours or 10 hours, it will be not good looking. So I will end this stream. Thank you for everyone who joined this stream. So if any doubts, let's talk in the stream also. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and comment it out where you like the stream, which part you like the stream. So that's all. Thank you very much. Signing off.